Hello YouTube, it's me, Adrian. I'm Red Mama coming to you with a part 2 update. Well, it's not an update. I just left the gym, y'all. I had a wonderful time. Let me just tell you. I did 20 minutes on the elliptical. No, I didn't. That's a lie. I did the elliptical first, and I was only able to do 4.5 minutes. Mind you, that was 10 times as much as I was able to do when I first got on that elliptical. When I first got on it, I was able to do 45 seconds. This time, the last time I did maybe 1.5 minutes, and then I did 2 minutes, and this time I did 4.5 minutes, which means I'm improving. Okay, so I did 4.5 minutes on the elliptical machine. Then I did 20 minutes on the recumbent bike. Then I did 35 minutes on the treadmill. Then I did 40 reps on the torso rotation apparatus. I did some arm lifts, some other machine. None of these machines have names on them, so I don't know. I'm just telling you what they do. This one thing, you sit on it like a chair, and it has this bar pad that comes across, and you put your arms on top of it, and you push down with the weights. And I had it on the lowest weight. Did I have it on? I know I didn't have any weights on it at all because it's new to me. So I was able to do that. I did 20 reps of that twice, so 40 reps of that. Then after it was all said and done and I was all sweaty and ready to go, I went and played basketball. Let me just tell y'all something. I have not played a real game of basketball since high school. I tinkered around on the court a little bit because I was raised in a house in a neighborhood where the basketball court was right across the street from my house. The playground was. So I played basketball a lot. Today when I went to play basketball, from the free throw line, I couldn't even make the ball reach. My arms are so weak. Then this young man came down to play, and he just, whenever I missed, he had a second ball. He would throw me his ball and go get the other ball that I missed. And he did that a couple of times, and eventually I was able to get the ball to reach the net, the hoop. And then he made a suggestion. He said, come up a little further, come up halfway and shoot from there. He said, and then after a while, you'll be able to go back to the free throw line. And I thought, okay, I'll do it that way. And I did it that way. And I was hit. Everyone, right in. Nothing but nets, as they say. Anyway, I was having so much fun. So I can't wait to go back and do it again. The young man said, well, I'll see you tomorrow, right? And I was like, I don't know about tomorrow, but I'll see you around. As a matter of fact, the second day that I went there, he was there and he was on that court. And when I went to play today, just so happened, I was there about 2 minutes before he came down to play on his court. But it hadn't dawned on me that was him until he came down. And I thought, okay, yeah, this is a young man that was playing on this court the last time I came to the gym. So anyway, I'll go back and I'll play with him some more. I explained to him that it was 30 years since I played basketball. And he said, 30 years? 30 years what? When you was born? 30 years ago? I was like, no, boy. 30 years ago when I graduated from high school. 30 years ago. So yeah, so anyway, I had a good time today. I'm starting to meet people. I spoke with some of the older women there. I spoke with some of the older men there. Chit-chatted with them a little bit. Yeah, I think I'm slowly becoming a part of that community now. And it's a wonderful thing. It's a wonderful feeling to be able to be a part of something outside of your normal things. You know, you go to work, you go to church, you go play bingo, whatever. And that's what you do. You go out with your girls, and that's it. That's your whole life, your whole routine. You go out with your girls, you go to church, you go to work, you go play bingo every now and then, or whatever it is you do. Now I have something extra that I'm doing, something different that I'm doing, and it feels kind of good to be able to do it. It really does, to meet different people. For a long time, I had a problem with gambling at the casinos. When they brought these casinos to Detroit, I lost my mind. The very first one was a riverboat in Canada. And I used to go over to that riverboat and gamble until I spent every dime. And one time I went over there and I didn't have enough money to make it back across the bridge to get back to the United States. Honest truth, I did. I had it that bad. That's the kind of personality that I used to have. I'm not claiming that anymore. I used to have a very addictive personality, and when there was something that I enjoyed doing, I did it fervently, always, until I couldn't do it anymore. I was that way with gambling. I was that way with smoking. I was that way with eating. I was never that way with drinking. Drinking has never been a problem for me, although I do enjoy a nice drink every now and then. A nice cocktail. Amaretto sour is my favorite. I do enjoy that every now and then, but getting drunk is not my thing. I think I got drunk twice in my whole life when I was younger. Once when I was about 18. My ex and I, he got me so drunk. He allowed me to get, I drank, but I was so drunk that I had to call my granddaddy and tell him, Granddaddy, I'm drunk. I can't come home. I got the car here with me and I can't drive. I was 18 years old. Well, that was the kind of relationship I had with my grandparents. I could tell them anything, and to them I could do no wrong, and even when I did wrong, I still tried to do right, So anyway, but but I was never that. I never was too addicted to alcohol. That first time that I got drunk that way, I didn't enjoy it. The second time I got drunk, it was by accident. I was drinking Moet, what the kids call Moet. I was drinking that, and it was so smooth and so good, and I just sat there and I kept sipping on it, and then I didn't realize I was drunk until I stood up. And when I stood up, I immediately sat back down. Yeah, that's how that was. But I do have an addictive personality. I'm not gonna claim that. I used to have an addictive personality when it came to food. When there's something that I liked, that's the only thing I would eat. And even though I'm not addicted to food, because like I said, I'm not claiming that anymore, I still have the tendency to only eat what I'm eating now. And I'll eat that today, I'll eat that tonight, I'll eat it tomorrow, I'll eat it the next day and the next day, until I take a fancy with something else, and then that's what I eat. Which is a good thing and a bad thing, because I can make a pot of something and none of it goes to waste, because I'm going to eat it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner for the next 2 or 3 days anyway. You feel me? So now I think I'm getting a little bit attached to this gym thing. I'm really enjoying it. I really, really enjoy it, y'all. You remember that one video that I made when I was saying how much I went to the gym and it just didn't grab me? So I just kept going. Even when I didn't want to go, I just kept going. And now I look forward to going. I look forward to exercising. And the days when I can't exercise, when I can't make it to the gym, I exercise at home to a level that I have never done before. I used to put on a tape and look at it and move around a little bit and then say, oh, forget it, I'm done. Now I do the time, whatever time it is, that's how much time I do. You know what I mean? If I say I'm going to exercise for, let's say I'm going to jog in place or march in place for 30 minutes, I do 30 minutes. I don't slack myself anymore. I don't shortchange myself anymore. I get this feeling, you probably can hear it in my voice, where I get so excited about this exercise thing. Oh my God, I've been missing this my whole life, y'all. Okay, I'm gonna calm down. Okay, so I'm exercising and I'm really digging it. I'm not losing any weight. Every time I get on the scale, it's stuck at 176, 177. It even went up to 179, and I'm really not digging that. But my clothes are getting so much looser. You know how you wear jeans a couple times without washing them and you put them on and they're loose? Well, I had a pair of jeans that are my favorite and they're really loose. So I thought, okay, well, maybe I just need to wash them and dry them. They'll tighten back up and everything will be good. Nope. I washed them and I dried them. I pressed them and everything. And when I put them on, they were still just as loose. So my body is doing this thing that everybody's always talking about, how you may not be losing pounds, but you're losing inches. And how when you exercise and you're building muscle weighs more than fat. So you may put on a little weight or not lose weight, but you're losing fat and gaining muscle. So I think that's what I'm doing now. I'm losing fat and gaining muscle. And I can really tell in my thighs, because my thighs had gotten so skinny and so flabby that I really was looking kind of disappointed in myself. I was feeling disappointed in myself because I was just flab, which is unusual for me. I was tightly packed, I thought. maybe not, but you know. Well, the muscles, I can tell the muscles are building. As a matter of fact, when I was on the treadmill today, I was in a zone, and I kind of was drifting out. I was looking out of the window. I saw my car in the parking lot. I saw the trees and the birds, and there was even a deer off in the back, off in the park. But I looked down as I was walking on the treadmill, and I can actually see my muscles. Yeah, I forgot I had this headset on. I hope my sound came through. I'm going to end this right now, y'all. Guess what? Adrian is exercising, and Adrian is loving it. Adrian is looking forward to doing it again. I'm talking about me. Adrian finally sleeved vertically. Amaretto Mama is doing the doggone thing at the gym, and yes, I am excited about it. All right, I'm gonna let you go now. I'm almost home. I'm going into advanced auto parts. I got to get a fuse for my seat. I don't know what happened to my seat, but the fuse is blown out, so I got to get a new fuse because I got pillows sitting behind me. See those pillows to keep me up, and I'm not digging that. Okay, all right, I'm advanced auto. Here I go. All right, see y'all later. Bye bye.